Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Now we are going to discuss about the town mouse and the country mouse, that is lesson 1. In the lesson 1 C reading, we are going to discuss C reading second part 2. Okay? Part 2 we can say. Part 1 link I'll be giving in the description. Okay? Let's start our video. The next morning, she came to school in her new blue dress. So, what we said in the part 1, that the teacher gave the little girl a new blue dress. Okay, the teacher gave. Next, the next morning, she came. The word she refers to, the word she refers here, the little girl. Okay, little girl. Okay. Came to the school in the new blue dress, and she was very clean and tidy. She told her teacher, "My mother couldn't believe her eyes." Okay, my mother. Who refers my mother? Little girl's mother. Girl's mother. Okay, girl's mother. Next, my mother couldn't believe her eyes when she saw me this morning in my new blue dress. So, couldn't believe her eyes means her mother was amazed. Okay, amazed. Her mother was amazed to see the child in the new blue dress in the morning. Okay, my father wasn't at home, but he'll see me at supper tonight. Okay, so here her father, the little girl's father, was not present in the home at the morning. Okay, they are saying in the sentence, but he'll see me at supper tonight. Supper means dinner. Okay, dinner, dinner tonight. Okay, tonight means today night or today. When her father saw her in new blue dress, he was amazed to find that he had a very pretty little girl. So, at see here in the last now in this paragraph we have read that her father will see her in the supper tonight. So, the night has came now. Night. Okay, night. When her father saw her in the new blue dress, she was amazed to find that he had a very pretty little girl. Her mother also amazed and her father also amazed. Okay. When the family ate supper, he was even more amazed to see a cloth on the kitchen table. So, first what happened? First, her father was amazed that he had a very pretty little girl. First is about the new blue dress. About blue dress, okay? About blue dress. And next is more amazed. More amazed about what? About a cloth. A cloth on the kitchen table. Cloth on the table. Cloth on the table. Okay. More amazed to see a cloth on the kitchen table. The family had never used the tablecloth before. So, this is the first time their family is using a cloth on the kitchen table. We are going to begin to be tidier here, his wife said. So, we are going to begin to be tidier here means we are going to start. From now, when our child is very clean, we should also be very clean. They will think, okay? Her wife said, "I am ashamed to be dirty when our daughter is so clean." So, the wife, whose wife? The girl's father's wife is saying that I am ashamed to be dirty when our daughter is so clean. Okay, next. At supper, At supper, her mother began to wash the kitchen floor. Okay, after supper, after dinner, the mother began to wash the kitchen floor. Her husband watched silently for several moments. Okay, when her mother was washing the kitchen floor, that time her father was silently watching for several moments. Several means few moments. Okay, few moments. Moments means few minutes, we can say. Okay, few minutes. Then he went outside and began to repair the fence. Okay, when while her mother was cleaning the kitchen floor, her father began to repair the fence. Fence means like backyard, we can say, garden yard. Okay, garden. The next morning, with the family's help, he began to make a garden. So, after the repairing the fence, the next day, with the family's help, he began to make a garden at their fence. Okay. During the following week, the man in the next house watched what his neighbor was doing. So, the little girl's family was doing their house clean and neat. So, the following week means the next week, the man in the next house watched what their neighbor was doing. Who is neighbor here? The little girl's family. Okay, and by the end of the week, the man began to paint his house. So while by seeing the his neighbor, the man in the next house also began to paint his house at the end of the week. For the first time in 10 years, if for the first time in 10 years. So till 10 years the houses were not painted. After 10 years, okay. A few days later, the young minister of a church near Gates Avenue passed these two houses and saw two men working. Okay, a few days later, few means some days later, young minister of a church near Gates Avenue. So there is a church near the Gates Avenue. The young minister of the church passed means came near these two houses and saw two men working. For the first time, he noticed that there was no pavement on Gates Avenue. So the young minister also one time also did not visited the Gates Avenue. So for the first time he visited, and for the first time he noticed that there was no pavement. Pavement means, I said, footpath. Pavement means footpath. Again I will saying footpath. Okay. Next, on Gates Avenue, and no street light and no running water. What the young minister have noticed in the Gates Avenue street, that there is no pavement and no street light and no running water. People who are trying so hard to make decent homes here deserve help. So the minister thought that to help these people of the Gates Avenue, the minister thought. Okay, he asked some important citizens in the city to help them. To help whom? The minister, to help the people in the Gates Avenue street. Okay, next, a few months later, because of the a few months later, because of the young minister, there was a pavement on Gates Avenue. There was at the street light at the corner, and the houses had running water. So after few months, after the visit of the young minister of a church, he has noticed that there was no pavement and these all. Again, After few months, because of young minister. Why because of young minister? Because the minister thought to help them. So after the minister helping these people in the Gates Avenue, there was a pavement on the Gates Avenue, and there was a street light at the corner, and the houses have running water. 6 months after, the little girl got her new blue dress. 6 months after, the little girl got her new blue dress. Means before 6 months only, till the 6 months, she wore only one dress. Okay? Only one dress. After giving the new blue dress from the teacher, after 6 months. After 6 months only, she had a new dress, we can say. Okay? Gates Avenue had become tidy street where respectable citizens live. Before, how was the Gates Avenue street? It was ugly and dirty. After few months, the Gates Avenue have become tidy street. Tidy means clean street. Clean street. Okay? Where respectable citizens live. Okay. When people in other places heard the story of Gates Avenue, they began to organize their own cleanup campaign. Since 1913, more than 7,000 towns and cities have organized campaigns for painting and repairing homes and make better lives for the people who live in them. So, by hearing the new blue dress story, many people have organized own campaigns, okay, own cleanup. From which year? From 1913. From 1913. 1913. Okay. From 1913, the people have started their own campings for cleanup and painting and repairing their homes. Okay. Next. Who knows what will happen when a teacher gives a little girl a new blue dress? Okay. By the teacher gives the girl a new blue dress, these all changes. Okay. Glossary and the further bits will be discussing about in the next video. Thank you.